Yeah, I felt pretty good. I thought I was making pitches early, and then there were a couple of pitches I threw that I'd like to have back that they hit off the wall. But all in all, felt okay.
Health-wise, I mean, like muscles, everything like that. I know coming back into that can be a little tough on the body. How did your body feel through that whole process?
About as good as I expected it to.
How did you think specifically your pitches, like fastball, what did you think with the velocity, and then how you're breaking stuff location-wise?
Speed was okay. I thought movement was good on my sinker. Changeup was really good, and my curveball was okay. I made a couple of good pitches with it, and I threw a couple that I didn't really know where they were going. Bounced a few, pulled a few. But yeah, I think my off-speed stuff was there, and movement on my sinker was there.
Do you think maybe that injury you were starting to have before you went on the DL maybe hindered a little bit your effectiveness while you were still in Pittsburgh before going on the DL?
I mean, I could speculate all I want how much it was affecting me, but I was pitching with it for 2.5 months. There were really good games. There were some really bad games. So I would tend to say that I couldn't really base base my pitching on how I felt. Right. Because I did both when I didn't feel good. So it's really just the kind of thing where you manage it and you try to make pitches.
For the last couple of weeks, have you been doing some rehab, or have you been just resting, or what have you been doing?
Yeah, rehab and trying to stay on a routine, throwing bullpens, and just trying to maintain what I got.
What's the plan from here going forward? Do you think you need another start?
I'm not sure what the plan is. I know that the minor league season's over on the 1st, so there's not really any time for me to come back out and get a rehab start, but that's to be determined.
Do you feel like you got what you wanted out of the start tonight? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have gone out there for the 5th, been a little more efficient, but yeah, I mean, I guess I got my pitch count up there. Just wish I had finished off that 4th and had a chance to go out there for the 5th.
What have you been doing in between starts since in June, whenever you said you started feeling this sports hernia? What have you been doing for pain management? How's that affected you in between starts?
Yeah, I do what I can, day to day. It's just the kind of thing where it affects you differently day to day, and it's frustrating. It's just really frustrating because I'm used to having a certain routine, doing certain things in between starts. So you got to alter it, just like anything else.
You got a taste of the postseason last year, pitching against St. Louis. How important for you is it to get back and try to get this team down through the stretch and maybe get another postseason start for you?
Yeah, well, it's the team is what's most important to me. So I want what's best for the team, and that's me being on the mound. So be it, and if it's not, so be it. But my goal is to get back out there as soon as possible and as effectively as possible.
Yeah, the staff, there's probably a lot of doubt maybe before the season that you guys had enough guns, for lack of a better word, to be as far as you are. What's it been like for the staff to succeed maybe in the face of some of that doubt?
It's rewarding to be able to see this. I mean, it's rewarding to be able to see some of the guys that people didn't expect to do well because. But I mean, honestly, the doubt was coming from outside the clubhouse. There wasn't really any coming from inside the clubhouse. But it is nice to see people silence critics. I think that's a nice thing, and a rewarding thing to see. I don't know. I mean, I like to see my teammates do well. So when they get the chance to get the ball, or they get up there and they're in the box and they do their job, it's great. I mean, I'm proud to be a Pirate. I'm proud of the organization.
What's it like to be in there with these guys? This team is, you make the playoffs after so long last year. Mm-hmm. You're doing it again. It seemed maybe impossible to some people, but, when somebody's down, someone else picks somebody else up. What's it like being in that clubhouse?
I mean, it's really, I'm not really surprised by any of the success. I'm really not. I think that outside the clubhouse, it's probably the same as it was last year, similar to what it was outside of the clubhouse last year. Maybe not necessarily in Pittsburgh, but around the country. I don't think a whole lot of people really expected the team to make the playoffs last year, and the team did, so pretty much flies in the face of everything people were saying. So I don't think that's really not a concern of anybody in there.
What do you think the key is to, you guys are like a game back of the wild card. What do you think the key is to get there again?
Day to day, game, and then try not to make too much of everything. They know what they got to do.